last night, we had all kinds of disruptive energy outside of my house. Now, I live on a busy street, and so as I was going to bed, I could hear some chaos erupting outside, and so I was listening just to make sure it wasn't the homeless people, make sure nobody's in my yard, and I heard my neighbors screaming at each other. We had one masculine and a couple feminines a few doors down, arguing and fighting, and you could hear the feminine screaming at the masculine for whatever it was he had done, and the masculine was just calmly trying to express his side of the story, but these women were just berating him to such a degree. And I mean, they were extremely drunk at this point. You could tell by their energy, the way they talked, all the things. And all I could think about is, one, how that alcohol entity literally fuels those fights, right? And it actually triggers all of your wounding. So everything that you are feeling towards your partner, towards your friends, however that may be, that information starts to come forward. So when when I was listening to that argument last night, this was a trigger point of whatever was really going on behind the scenes. One of the things that I was thinking about is I know a huge list of masculines over my single life over the last 11 years who have all chosen these very siren, alcohol-driven entities as their partner. And when I was listening to that last night, and I was listening to that masculine try to express his side of the story, and then had two women just screaming and overpowering him energetically, I thought about, one, how fascinating it is that these men stay in these relationships for as long as they do, because like, what? But also just how dismissed the masculine was. Based off the conversation, I could, like, on my side of like creeping in the window, I could hear his side of the story, I could hear their side of the story, but nobody was listening in the in-between. It was just pure chaos to shut him down and make him small. This is the society we live in, where women abuse their rights just as much as men do, and we do not talk about this enough. But I watched these women berate this man. 15 minutes later, they're laughing and joking until they started to mock him for watching porn. And again, went back into the loop of